Look, they call this kid Thunder for a reason.
I'm so sorry, Coach. Somehow I missed.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our broadcast of the WCBL. Milestone leads the Surf City Waves up against Union Elite. And some news here, we're told earlier MP is serving a one-game suspension. Coach wouldn't go into any further details, but we'll update you as we find out more. In the meantime, Surf City has won a tip and we're underway. And he slams it down, making it look so easy. Stone going to work on him. And that one's good.
This is what the Scouts want to see. The level of dominance that Stone plays with near the rim is why he's so highly regarded.
Surf City on the break, and Stone with the thunderous finish. Dunk after dunk in this one.
Tough lesson for MP to learn tonight.
Stone working inside, kicks it out, and the three is good. Surf City extending their lead.
And the way that this Surf City team has picked apart and dismantled Union Elite tonight, hard enough for us to watch, but I imagine it's even harder for MP. They needed him tonight, and quite frankly, he let his team down by getting that suspension.
And this one is now officially over. Surf City comes away with a huge win. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, good game. Yeah, thanks.
Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the Attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU 250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for Attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA.
And look, I don't care what level of basketball it's being played. It's always important when it's Sacramento versus LA. There's too much history, too much bitterness between the cities on the basketball court to overlook.
I mean, here in LA, the Scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the Attack from SAC, Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. And for the Union Elite, the guard tandem of Loon Diaz and Mitch Mitchell make up the backcourt, and it's MP and Brandon Harris flanking their man in the middle, Drew Robert.
Got to give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
Pass to Lund. Pagan. Martinez outside. From 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Robert. And the big name that Scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the Scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Let there be no doubt. He's got some serious hops and aerial skills.
I want to see what dunks he comes up with when he's got a few more years under his belt.
Oh, I bet they'll be impressive, that's for sure.
Now Carrington. Off target from outside. MP outside. Inside. A nice shot by Robert.
It might take the whole team to contest Robert. He's that good and close.
The attack from SAC trail. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, you'd say.
Now MP. Good D that time from Drexel Carrington.
Yo, watch him.
Martinez outside.
Yo, watch him.
Pagan with it. 6 on the shot clock. Right side lunge. And that one's good.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
And so Union Elite has it here. Outside MP. To the paint. Now Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup. And you watch Brandon Harris, you can see why scouts love him. Just absolutely gifted as a finisher.
And it's not just at the rim. Even though Harris is automatic down beneath the basket, he can attack a defense from multiple spots on the floor. Harris has everything you want from a scoring big man.
Keegan Hilton, Sean Mecca. Substitution for Union.
Teams making some changes here.
Ben Olsen, Adam Cunningham, Edward.
And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and stretch the floor.
And the ball out of play, Sack will have it.
Just can't afford turnovers like that one.
Sack in the lead. Here's Carrington. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
You know, Carrington is always on the hunt for these types of shots. Any chance he can get to hurt you from range.
MP outside. Try to come back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kicks it to Pagan. Carrington outside. From outside the arc. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Now Carrington, 7 points in this one. Good D that time from MP.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Oh, exactly. He was alert and aware, reacted to the shot quickly.
Martinez outside. Pagan returns it to Martinez. Five on the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
Cunningham.
2 minutes.
The wing jumper off target.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
To the middle. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, Harris likes to score it with the best of them. But there, he decided to feed the open teammate.
Carrington outside. Here's Olsen. Pass to Martinez. To the inside. Cunningham. He's covered by Harris. Union Elite leading this one. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution. That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Now Carrington. 7 points in this one. Shot to stop the drought. And fouled hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line.
Third personal foul. Fourth At the line for the attack from Sac, Drexel Carrington. 4-2.
First free throw is good.
We look at a chance to talk about Carrington at the line. One of the few times he's not running, swiping, or just launching from deep. One of the top momentum prospects around, and he always is in motion.
Good on both attempts. Now Diaz. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. MP with the bucket. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
And now whistle blown against MP. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. One. Mitchell brings down the board. On the wing, it's MP. Pagan defending. Sack with the rebound. Carrington, guarded by Mitchell. Outside, Lund fires from deep. And no good, trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion, and a game that has been very close so far. Union Elite on top, up by 4. And time for a break. The action resumes right after this. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the attack from SAC and the Union Elite. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Now Carrington. One with the pick. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. It's going to be on Drew Robert.
When you have a big center like Austin Lund, you better get him looks around the rim.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And he gets both of them. And Union Elite has possession. Leading by 5. MP outside. Lund with the steal. Now Carrington. 9 points in this one. Martinez can't get it to go. Stolen by Pagan. Pass to Martinez. Now here's Lund. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
MP outside. Off target with the 3. Outside Pagan. Pass to Carrington. MP with the steal. Stolen by Carrington. On the wing, it's Martinez. Returns it to Carrington. Kicks it out to Martinez. There's 5 on the clock. 1. Branham Harris with some nice D. Kicks it to Mitchell. And stolen by Martinez. And here's the fast break. And here's Carrington. That one falls, and the assist from Martinez.
Carrington.
And that ties it up. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there is a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Here's MP. Pass to Robert. Diaz. From deep, it's MP. Gets it to go from long range.
The feed and the finish. Nice dish by Diaz.
And here's Pagan. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. To the middle, Lund. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The moment he's free of his defender, he's headed to the hoop. That's a textbook use of the play.
And time called here, Union Elite.
Adam Cunningham.
Union Elite lead.
For Union Elite.
Diaz with it. For three, it's Mitchell. Lund with the rebound. Pass to Cunningham. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Just a savvy pass from Martinez. He's able to spot the wide open shooter and hit him in transition.
And so Union Elite has it here. Outside MP. And that one's good.
The defender, little hesitant to get in the way as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Pagan. Pass to Martinez. Back to Pagan. Now here's Martinez. With 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. MP throws it down.
And using some muscle, he went for the two-hander on the slam.
Some urgency from him there.
He might be sensing what we are. This is a critical time in this game, guys.
Timeout called by SAC. They'll talk things over.
Drexel Carrington, Keegan Hilton, Sean Mecca. Substitution for Union Elite.
Here's Olsen. Cunningham. Pass to Hilton. The 3-ball. And again, the attack from SAC, no good. There's Walker. Harris in the post. Here's Kolish. Bird on the wing. Changing it up here.
Austin Lund. Substitution for Union Elite.
Now MP. Soft touch off the glass and in.
MP.
The attack from SAC Trail. Over to the wing. Pass to Carrington. Here's Mecca from the arc. The shot, no good. From deep, it's MP. Sinks it from distance.
MP.
They're starting to grow a little lead here, hoping to really catch fire.
Yeah, if they can keep this momentum rolling, they could pull ahead in a big way.
Carrington for 3. Connects it from downtown.
This offense is at its best when Carrington is shooting the three with confidence.
Doing some prospect watch here. MP and Carrington both holding their own.
Well, you knew that coming into this one, MP and Carrington would each be critical for their teams to win. And thus far, they have not disappointed. And I bet they ramp it up even further down the stretch.
Now MP. Harris with the bucket.
There are screens, and then there are Brandon Harris screens. He's got more mass than most. He wipes out defenders and allows a lot of room to be created out of nowhere for a score.
Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over. So it's both teams making a change here.
Sack, Ivory Line, Edward Martinez, Michael Pagan.
Substitution for Union Elite.
Here's Pagan. Carrington outside. Lunge. Sack with another miss. Outside MP. And the dunk by MP.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Now Carrington. Defense right on him. Launches it. Harris comes down with the board.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that.
Now MP. Inside. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Ooh, man, you can hear the contact all the way over here. Nice work by Mitchell. He kept his composure throughout the finish.
Carrington, that's good.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
Outside MP. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. A defender cannot give up that much size inside and expect to get a hand on it.
Even with the decent coverage that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
On offense, here's Sack. 11-point game. To the paint. Lunge. And Lunge slams it in.
Nice job by the one, Pagan. Running offense and finding a teammate.
Outside MP. High arcing shot. Sack grabs the miss. Now here's Martinez. Pass to Carrington. Over MP. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Oh, and it's looking like one of those games for Carrington, and even scarier for the other team. He tends to light it up with steals and deflections after he makes a few, and he can wreck you on both ends, a very unique wing in this league.
Another miss by MP.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything at this point that they can do.
From 14 feet out. Not gonna go that time. So it's Union Elite picking up the win.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie. Just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course.
Good game, y'all. Right. Devontae Mills.